enjoyed being one of the artists who pioneered being on a million people's records. You know, at the time when I was doing it, you know, I was doing it because I had to feed my kids. So I call every studio in the city, find out who the fuck was working in there. And I make me a stop at the little weed spot in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. And at the time, it was before the hydro hit the street. So we would go get that good chocolate and we'd go to the studio with the blunt rolled up already. And I make sure it's lit right before I walk in the room, and I poke my head in studio sessions in front like I was in there the night before and forgot some shit in there. So it would warrant me popping up in their session. Yo, I'm just looking for some shit I left behind. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the weed smelling good as a motherfucker. And motherfuckers smell that weed, and they see Busta Rhymes, and I'm known for the row on the beat. Motherfucker don't mind letting me come in there, even if it's just to take 2 pulls off that chocolate. And while they taking that 2 pull off that chocolate, it'll lead to 3 pulls and 4 pulls, and motherfucker don't want you to leave until he finished the L with you. And by that time, I got a verse done. I start doing my thing in the corner. Motherfuckers start inquiring, what are you doing over there, Bus? Oh, you want to hear it? Let me go in the booth. I get in the booth. I smash the shit. Everybody in the room fucking with the verse. I let them leave and rock with it until the next day. After you done played it for 1,000 motherfuckers, by the next day, you can't hear the record without the Busta Rhymes verse on it. At that point, you will hear from the lawyer with an invoice. Cut the check. Babies get fed. Hooray. That's that A-rap money. In these times, especially, I just felt like it was needed for someone to take the initiative to give an ode to one of the most beautiful and richest cultures in the world. Being one of Islam, you know, the mind state and the perspective of the Islam faith has contributed to, you know, my success story in a significant way. I was able to take from and learn from, you know, seeing the Arab culture, you know, do this and exemplify this for so long. And, you know, by no means, you know, was we trying to do anything else with this record, but to kind of just, you know, give an ode to the Arab culture and, you know, just kind of give people a new perspective instead of thinking in the level of just trying to get rich or be rich. Let's start wrapping our head around incorporating wealth in our lifestyle and in our vocabulary, because wealth supersedes rich by far. And in this recession, you know, not only from just an economical standpoint, but from a spiritual standpoint, a lot of faith was lost in a lot of things. Not just the economy, but a lot of people's faith was lost in God, to me. You know, when you watch all of these Fortune 500 companies needing help, needing to be bailed out of their debts, you're starting to see that rich is now the new broke. You know, this is the real honest perspective that we were coming from with the record. You know, besides the fact that the record just genuinely sounds good. Yeah, the albums mark a moment in time. Like when I'm recording albums, they mark a moment in time. They're defining what's going on at that moment. You know what I'm saying? With this album, we're gonna be talking about shit that we all have the opportunity to pay attention to now because we're all looking at the same shit. I just hope with what I've been able to prove through the prior projects that the shit I be paying attention to sometimes comes to fruition when we think at the time when it's being spoken about that it's probably never gonna happen, or it might be some far-fetched shit that Busta Rhymes is just bugging on with his wild ass. You know, that you take it a little more seriously now.